Hey guys, what's up? This is Sonic Soul here, and I just wanted to cover some of the balance changes that we saw when we were watching that winter update stream for Street Fighter V. Season 5 is almost upon us, and I want to really get into the nitty-gritty of these changes that we saw in that stream. So let's just get right into it. Now, before the Street Fighter V winter update stream, we've already seen some glimpses of Season 5 and some of the changes that we might see with Akuma. Akuma's V-skill combo that allows him to side switch was adjusted. You can find out some more information about it by checking out our video here on the channel as well. So to start off the video, we're going to go over Kage first, as they go over Kage in the Street Fighter V winter update stream. And the change that they decide to show us for Kage is that he can do his light confirm into EX Tatsu, and he can't do this in the original build of the game that we have right now. The reason why he can do crouching light kick, crouching light punch into EX Tatsu now is because they sped up the EX Tatsu to come out faster. Right now he can do like crouching light kick, crouching light punch into the light kick Tatsu, and that'll give him light DP, his light Shoryuken, and he'll get Oki from that. He'll be plus, but the thing is that he doesn't get rewarding Oki. He'll get like another knockdown, but he can't do much else. The other thing too is that it doesn't do a lot of damage, right, for that light confirm. So they want to give him a bit more damage and rewarding Oki by allowing him to go into the one tool that gives him the best Oki, which is EX Tatsu, because that after EX Tatsu he can do dash forward into heavy DP, and then he can dash after that, and he'll be close enough to do crouching strong into crouching heavy punch as a counter hit confirm, and that's really important. The other thing too about them speeding this up is that he'll be able to buffer his EX Tatsu a little bit later after his crouching medium kick, which will make it easier for him to hit confirm. And again, that's important because his EX Tatsu gives him that Oki and damage that he needs. So this is a really good change for Kage overall, and I'm approving of it. So the next character that they show off after Kage is Nikali, and with Nikali they do a V-Trigger 1 combo that has a lot of working parts to it, but they show off the changes to the V-Trigger that they made. So Nikali's Clouded Mirror move while in V-Trigger 1 got adjusted a lot, and the V-Trigger is no longer infinite, but it's now a 2-bar V-Trigger instead of a 3-bar V-Trigger. So the first thing we see here is that he's doing a combo into his Clouded Mirror, which is the leap that he does while it's in V-Triggers. But the thing to note about this particular combo is that he's doing the Clouded Mirror after Stomp. He's canceling his special move into the V-Trigger move. He was not able to do this before. Before he would do the Stomp, but nothing would come out because he can't cancel the Stomp into the V-Trigger move. Now he can. They also added an upward hitbox to the move on the way up. So when he goes up into the air, it'll hit the opponent. So the thing about this combo here is that he wouldn't have been able to do it if there was no added hitbox on the way up. So it allows for combo consistency and it extends the combo. And the last thing to note here is that the Clouded Mirror, he doesn't have to charge it or hit the opponent on the way down for the EXDP to connect. He gets the EXDP to connect without having to charge it. He can just do the combo raw. So that's a really good change overall. It adds more versatility to that move, because before you would have that move, but you can't really use it in many combos. So that's really good. The other thing that they do show here is that he's no longer in an infinite state of V-Trigger. He runs out of V-Timer here in the footage, and he reverts to his normal state. So the thing about this, to balance this out, they make his V-Trigger 2 bars now instead of 3. So he'll have more opportunities to enter V-Trigger, and they also did this so he could take advantage of the V system because they added the new battle mechanic, V-Shift. So they want Nikali players to take advantage of their V gauge and have the ability to utilize the new mechanics while also being able to still have V-Trigger and make him the explosive character in V-Trigger. So they kind of want to give a duality to it. Some Nikali players may argue that this is a nerf because he no longer is in that infinite state to take advantage of the enhanced dash speed, but I would say that this is really good overall for the character because it allows him to play the new season. So very good changes overall for Nikali. So the next character they cover after Nikali is Ed, and with Ed they go over the adjustments with his V-Trigger 2, the Enhanced Snatcher. And one of the things we see here is that when he does the Enhanced Snatcher, when he grabs onto the opponent with a Psycho Energy and goes for the Dunk Punch, instead of them blocking it and it being +3, now it guard breaks, so they can't V-reversal the Dunk Punch that they block. This is important because this will mean that they have to take the actual pressure that Ed does. but the guard break isn't plus enough for Ed to actually convert from it. Instead, he puts them into a mix-up because you see the jab is blocked. So they're forced to either worry about whether or not Ed will go for a frame trap or if he'll go for a throw right after. And of course, remember that V-shift was added to the game as well, so it adds even more mind games as to whether or not the defender will use V-shift to escape both the frame trap or the throw. Now, the thing about the dunk punch is that most people don't even V-reversal the follow-up dunk punch. They V-reversal the initial grab attack in the V-trigger. They V-reversal that move. So it makes me wonder whether or not they made it so that way the whole move hits as a true block string, or if they've done something to the first part of the enhanced snatcher. We'll have to see. But basically, if you block that dunk punch, it's unblockable basically. You're forced to take the mix-up. They also made the enhanced snatcher not have as much pushback when he does the dunk punch. So he'll be in throw range. He'll be very close to you as well. Really good so far for Ed. I really do like that change still. It's something to think about. So right after Ed, they show off Zangief. And one of the changes that they showed off was that his lariat, you can activate V-trigger from it now. So the thing is, we don't know if you can only activate it on hit or if you could also do it on block. But they show here that he's comboing into it on hit. So he does the lariat, activates V-trigger 2. Which is the next thing. We don't know if this is just V-trigger 2 exclusive. But he'll do the lariat, he activates V-trigger 2, and then he goes right into EX air spinning pile driver while in V-trigger. And with V-trigger 2, the thing about his air SPD is that he gets the most Oki from it when he does that move. So it gives him like the most advantage as opposed to the grounded version of the V-trigger EX spinning pile driver. You can see here, he doesn't get his medium or heavy SPD right after the grounded version, but for the air version, he's right next to them. So this is very important for Geef because it lets his grounded conversion actually be more damaging and allows him to continue the pressure while netting that huge damage from the V-trigger 2. So it makes it a V-trigger to actually consider using. So right after Geef, they show both Ibuki and Alex, and with Ibuki, they show off her V-trigger 1 combo. And the thing about it is that when she activates with V-trigger 1, when she throws the bomb, it has a hitbox on it now. And on top of that, the bomb also explodes faster. So this is very huge for Ibuki. When she does her V-trigger 1 bomb, it doesn't have a hitbox on it in the base game. And when she combos after V-trigger activation from kunai, she actually has to spend a bit of resources just to finish the combo or to get a mix-up. But because the bomb explodes faster now, she's closer to them. So she might be able to get meterless like mix-ups, or she might be able to just convert normally into regular Raida without having to spend extra bar or kunai. So this is very good for Ibuki overall. So right after Ibuki, the next character they show off is Alex, and we see that he can do M elbow into EX air knee smash now. Now the light slash chop into M elbow, he's doing that from the V skill power up with V skill 2. So he can already do that. And the medium elbow conversion into EX air knee smash does work if the medium elbow hits in air. But the significance is that the M elbow into EX air knee smash is being done all on the ground. He can't do that in the base game. In the base game, the EX air knee smash whiffs. So I think that they made the EX air knee smash faster so that way he can connect it on the ground. This is actually very important because this will aid in Alex also playing on the ground, and when he gets a whiff punish into M elbow, he'll be able to convert right into that EX air knee smash. So this is very good for Alex overall right now. So moving on, we see Jury and Nash on the screen next, and for Jury, we see that they're doing a V-trigger 2 combo. Now the first thing to note directly is that her V-trigger 2 gives her all of her special move stocks. So when you activate V-trigger 2, you will have all of the stocks available to be able to do any of your special moves. This is important because the combo that they do after, they didn't change the amount of meter she steals from the opponent, but what this means is that with all of her special moves, she will always be net positive with 1 bar, and she'll steal a quarter of the bar from the opponent, at the very least when she activates. The other thing to note is that her heavy Fuha, when she has it stored, the double kicks, she can cancel it into super, and it launches them higher in the air. So in the base game, they don't get launched as high from the double kicks, but in the footage, we see that they're launched higher in the air, and she can super cancel it as well. The other thing to note about the heavy Fuha being buffed like this is that now this also increases the usage of it in V-Trigger 1, because she used to only be able to do like a Gatling into super, but now she'll be able to do a full combo into heavy Fuha while in V-Trigger 1 into her critical art. So she'll get more damage from that. But that's not all. It'll also open up some combo routes for her in corner when she does the heavy Fuha combos, because she used to get loops when she does the light fireball, the Fuha, into the heavy double kicks. It would launch them higher in the air. So if you do this combo with this added buff, it might open up some more combo potential for her in the corner, as well as also mid-screen. So it's definitely something to experiment with. So I do think these are necessary buffs for V-Trigger 2. It definitely needed something, because it was arguably probably one of the worst V-Triggers in the game. But I don't know if it'll surpass V-Trigger 1. We'll have to see if they change anything with V-Trigger 1. So right after Jury, we of course see my boy Nash. And Nash is doing one combo here that utilizes two different changes that they want to show off. So the first thing we see is that he lands a counter hit crouch and heavy punch, and then he does V skill right after, and he links back medium kick. The link in the back medium kick is not new. The thing to note here is that he's sucking Jury in using the V skill, so he's able to actually link the back medium kick even though she's far away, because the V skill is pulling her in. In the current build of the game, he can't do that. The back medium kick will whiff. So this actually opens the door to combo potential and combo extensions that'll allow for Nash to utilize V skill 1. The other thing to note too is that on counter hit, his V skill is +7, so he can do the target combo with V skill from it that he got. So he could do V skill and then do the target combo into another V skill. But the problem was that if you did it at max range, he wouldn't be able to link stand medium kick because it'd be too far. Or he could do it, but the V skill at the end of the target combo would whiff. But now he's able to do this consistently because he's able to suck the other player in. The other change that we see here right after is the EX Sonic Boom. Now this could be one of two changes, right? The second Sonic Boom is +3 on hit normally right now as of the current build. They either made the EX Sonic Boom +4 on regular hit because he's linking standing light kick after, or they could be making the standing light kick 3-frame startup. I'm telling you right now, if they made the standing light kick 3-frame startup, it would open doors for this character. It would actually make him very decent. The reason why is because with his standing light kick being 3-frame startup, he'll be able to contest in situations on defense where the player has a 3-frame button and they're 0 on block. He'll be able to actually force a trade. Or in other instances, when he's on offense, if he does pressure that leads to +1 on block, the standing light kick will become 2 frames and he'll be able to stuff out 3-framers and actually add to pressure. It would open up doors for this character if he has a standing light kick that has 3-frame startup. But if they decide to make EX Boom +4 on hit, all he would really get is an extension in the corner into the target combo. So I really hope that it's standing light kick that's 3 frames and not the EX Boom that's +4 on hit. So right after Nash, they show off both Ryu and Chun Li to kind of round it off for the stream. And with Chun Li, they show off the change with her V skill 2, her Hazanshu, the flip kick. So in the stream, they show that the Hazanshu actually keeps Ryu grounded, and she can link her crouching jab after. So she's +4 on hit now, as opposed to knocking them down. In the current build, the Hazanshu knocks down the opponent. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but she at least gets some decent knockdown advantage afterwards if she double dashes. But now with this change, she can link her into her jab and then go into EX lightning legs like you saw, or she could go into spinning bird kick and she could get whatever Oki that she wants afterwards. The other thing too is that her Hazanshu is V-trigger cancelable, so she can activate her V-trigger from it. And it makes me wonder if she'll be plus on hit, like even more plus, to be able to do like a larger confirm. So this is definitely a good change for V-Skill 2. I wonder if they'll change the advantage on block, because it's not very good on block unless you V-trigger cancel it. So I definitely want to see what they have in store for Hazanshu moving forward. Now finally with Ryu, they decided to give him an old Street Fighter Cross Tekken juggle that he used to be able to do. On counter hit, if he lands a jumping roundhouse, a jumping heavy kick, he can juggle his heavy DP right after. But that's not the only thing that we see. We also see him do his V-Trigger 2. He has actually another move on top of the V-Trigger 2 that acts as a strike that he performs as well. We don't know what the input could be, and we know that his V-Trigger 2 is just merely the parry in the current build that we're playing. But this new follow-up, we have to see what the properties are on it and if it will aid him in any way. The jumping roundhouse juggle is also really good because it adds more damage to his anti-air game. I will say though that Ryu, you know, for what it's worth, he wants to kind of keep people on the ground, and if they ever jump, you know, he anti-airs them. He's the true Street Fighter boy. But the thing about it is that usually with air-to-airs, like, you don't really see him doing air-to-airs too much. But if this is an option that he can go for, this will greatly increase his damage output for sure, just by playing the air game. And we're not done yet. We've got two more characters that we got to look at as well. We have both Sakura and Birdie that they showed off at the very start of the stream, actually. With Birdie, his crouching heavy punch now crush counters on counter hit. It doesn't do that in the base game. He does the standing heavy punch after. It's a target combo. That second heavy punch, he can actually hold it down now. So this could be really good if you catch somebody jumping in with a normal. You can anti-air them with it. And I don't know if this will be really good if you block a DP and you decide to do this crush counter, because he definitely has a decent crush counter with standing roundhouse. He gets a decent punish on DPs. But I will say, them being launched that high after crouching heavy punch does open possibilities for like a longer combo, maybe some implementation with V-Skill 2, a couple of things that you could think of. I'm definitely interested to see what Birdie players can cook up with this. And then finally, we also see Sakura. We see Sakura do her down forward heavy kick, which is the split kick that she does where she raises her leg really high, and she can juggle her medium DP right after it. Now, we don't know if this was hit as a counter hit because it doesn't show the HUD. We also don't know whether or not she can juggle anything else after it. But I can tell you that this is another Street Fighter Cross Tekken edition that they grabbed. She could do this in Street Fighter Cross Tekken as well, where she could juggle after her standing heavy kick anti-air and go right into her DP. So this is something that she got as well in that game that they brought back into Street Fighter V. And that might also help if it can juggle into other things as well. And with that, that's all the balance changes that they showed off within the Street Fighter V Winter Update stream. I can't wait for the 22nd when the game comes out, because there's definitely going to be a ton of stuff that we're going to have to look over in terms of balance changes. And I'm sure in that stream that Vesper has, we're going to be looking over that patch note with a finely tuned microscope. And it's just going to be crazy the implication those balance changes are going to have with the battle mechanic with V-Shift 2. But yeah, man, if you guys liked the video, if you learned something from it, definitely leave a like and a subscribe. Follow the channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell so you know the next time Vesper uploads an amazing video. I will see you guys next time in the next video, hopefully. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait for Season 5. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.